Trump calls off strikes on Iran, saying a deal is imminent, but Iran says nothing has been finalized. Not the first time Trump claims a deal is close. So is he jumping the gun once again? Here's everything you need to know about the past 24 hours.
We just made a great settlement of the war with Iran, and we're going to be subject to finalization of documents, which should get done over the next few days.
Another moment of whiplash in the White House. US President Donald Trump has called off a third night of strikes on Iran and says the memorandum of understanding with Iran will be signed in the coming days. Trump announced discussions and final points have been in both concept and great detail, approved by all parties. This just hours after he said the US will hit Iran hard for the third night in a row. He released few details except to say the Strait of Hormuz will reopen and the US blockade will be lifted once the document is signed. Iran is considering its response but says it will not compromise on its red lines. Foreign Ministry spokesman Ismail Baghai said reports of a time and place for the signing of the agreement are speculative and nothing has been finalized. Trump said he spoke to leaders across the region, assuring them the deal is done. The Israeli Prime Minister's office was among the first to react. It described the deal as an emerging memorandum of understanding to enter talks, adding that Trump has given commitments to Israel that a final agreement will include the removal of enriched material, the dismantling of enrichment infrastructure, limits on missile production, and the cessation of Iran's support for its so-called terrorist proxies in the region. Yet, major challenges remain, not least Israel's invasion of Lebanon. Iran wants an end to the war on all fronts and is demanding Israel halt its attacks. At least 6 people are reported to have been killed on Thursday, taking the toll of more than 3,700 Lebanese people killed since Israel's assault began in March. Lebanon is not the only thorny issue. Just this morning, US forces reportedly shot down 2 Iranian attack drones aimed at commercial ships trying to cross the Strait of Hormuz. We've been here before. On April 7th, Trump announced a ceasefire and said a deal would be finalized in 2 weeks, yet attacks persisted. In fact, Trump has been making claims about an imminent deal as far back as March. By some accounts, he's claimed a deal is imminent at least 40 times since the war began.
Won't be long. And we're going to have a much safer world when it's wrapped up.
This process should go very quickly, in that most of the points are already negotiated and agreed to.
I mean, if it happens, and it might not happen, who knows? But if it happens, it could happen like over the weekend.
Reports suggest the MOU will lead to 60 days of talks between the US and Iran to secure a lasting deal. That's it from us today. Stay with us on Al Jazeera as we follow the latest developments in the war on Iran.